Now then, if you are a bin man and you call yourself Lord of the Bins, this is a refuse firm in Brighton called Lord of the Bins. It's been ordered by lawyers to change its name after being accused of breaching trademark laws. The waste collection business was contacted by Middle-earth Enterprises, which owns the worldwide rights to the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and was issued with a cease and desist notice. That's the sort of first bit of legal action, really, after it was claimed that they were in breach of the well-known franchise's trademarks. The one I saw online, sometimes the meme goes round online or on Twitter or whatever, which is really good. It was Lino Richie, these floor people, putting down Lino. Lino Richie, is it me you're looking floor? And Lionel Richie himself doesn't seem to be too annoyed about that. But Lord of the Bins are in the spotlight here, as well as changing the firm's name and website. They've been forced to ditch their company slogan, "One ring to remove it all." I love this. I mean, I would give them the business. I mean, this I've seen a fish and chip shop called the Codfather, for example, with basically the logo of the Godfather. One person who has very little intellectual property is, of course, I'm joking. That's a terrible way to introduce you.
That's really quite harsh.
That's really horrible. That's really horrible. Sorry, Tech Up.
Get out. Oh, no, you can't leave, can you?
I can't leave. Not at least for another hour and a half anyway, so sorry for that. Yes, hello, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, they could always rename the company.
Yes, they could.
To something else.
What do you think?
Bin Wars, the empty strike back.
I like it. I like it, yeah.
Or the Bin and the Furious.
The Bin and the Furious, yeah.
Or a Bin Trek, the next generation.
I think that should be those should be binned. I'm afraid those should be thrown out.
Yes.
What do you think? Actually, this is an interesting one. What should Lord of the Bins rename itself? What are other good puns on refuse collection? Maybe you could let us know. Maybe there are other large corporations who can sue them as well. 0344 499 1000. You can text me on 87222 with the word talk in your text, or you can tweet me at TalkTV.
Their lawyers are going to love us, aren't they?
Sorry?
Their lawyers are going to love us.
Well, indeed. Although I would know as a has-been. Really, you know,
yes.
Never was really.
No.
Anyway, tell me, do you know of any? Have you ever come across any of these kind of?
There was a fitness company near me. It was a lady by the name of Penelope set up this fitness company, and she decided to call herself Penelope Fit Stop.
I think that's a great name.
Which is a brilliant name until Hanna-Barbera found
No way, and they weren't happy with it.
She had to rebrand.
Really? The same thing?
Same thing. And she'd had all the shops sign written and the cars were sign written.
Really? So that cost her a lot of money to change all that.
So be careful what you call yourself, I guess.
My goodness. Goodness me.
I don't know of any other tech ops, so I'm fairly safe.
You're fairly safe, yeah. There are not going to be too many people suing you. Well, the one I mentioned earlier was Lino Richie. Is it me you're looking floor? Oh. Which I thought was very good. Although I did once get my friend a mug which had Lionel Richie's face and like a sort of head with a rich tea biscuit on it and said Lionel Rich Tea.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really smooth link into the Biscuit Breakdown.
Oh, it is a smooth. That wasn't even what I was thinking.
I give up. I really did.
That wasn't even what I was thinking. Let's do the Biscuit Breakdown.
Cardi B's Biscuit Breakdown.
I seriously thought you were doing that as a
wasn't what I was doing. That wasn't what I was doing.
It's all planned here, trust me.
Right, show me the colour of your biscuits, Dave.
Well, last week I got told what to bring in, if you remember.
Did, yes, the chocolate digestives.
So I did what I was told.
Excellent, chocolate digestives.
I brought in the chocolate digestives.
Thank you very, very much indeed. We will share those around. That was very, very kind of you. Dave always brings in the biscuits. He's a very good man.
And Easter's on its way, as we've decided. I found these in the shop.
What are they? Dairy milk dime ones. Oh, those are like lovely. I may have to have one of those as well.
Yes,
wonderful.
So we could try those. So
yeah, indeed. Well, why don't you try one now? Actually, yeah, I'm not allowed anything until 1 o'clock, but I'll have one later. I'm still on this diet. Yeah, although I've lost 7 pounds in 2 weeks, so it's a good diet. But you try the dairy milk dime. Oh, I really want one of those now. This is terrible. Temptation. Get thee behind me, Satan. Anyway, while you're opening that and testing that, shall we do Cat of the Week?
Maybe.
There we go.
It's Cardi B's Cat of the Week.
So, Dave, we've had the Global Corruption Index earlier on in the programme. So I fear there might be a little bit of corruption here in regard to whose cat this is.
I can guarantee there isn't any corruption.
There isn't corruption.
I have had to suffer since October.
Right. So this person sent in the cat in October. And it's taken until now. That's how long the waiting list is.
That's how long the list is. So if you sent them in recently, bear that in mind.
3-month waiting list, my goodness. So
and it wouldn't be too bad, apart from this week's cat mum. she sits next to me every week.
Gabriella, our producer.
She talks in your and my ear.
Yes,
so
she does. She tells us what to do.
every week it's, why haven't you done my cat?
Why haven't you done my cat yet?
Why haven't you done my cat?
No, well, now we're doing her cat.
So
this is Luna Baba Luna, a.k.a. Luna, who was nominated by her cat mum, Gabriella in Calza, who is our producer, who is a lovely person, but has waited, I stress this, has waited in line since October, like everybody else. There's no pushing up the list or anything like that. Dave, tell us about Luna Baba Luna.
This is Luna. She is a 10-year-old mixed Siberian cat who adores her human mummy. I guess you would say that.
Gabriella.
And tolerates her hubby and loves her home in Bedford. She loves spending time in mummy's suitcase and playing with leaves.
Well, there is actually one of the pictures is Luna in a bag. Actually, we can see that on the screen right now. I'll tweet this out. By the way, if you're listening on Talk Radio, I'll tweet all this out after the programme. Dave sends me the little video and you will see it on my Twitter at Peter Cardwell. Tell us more about Luna.
She's a fussy eater and is very vocal when given something that feels a bit too healthy.
Sounds a bit like us.
Perfect for this show.
Yes, indeed.
Although she does love mummy's porridge and tries to lick her bowl in the mornings.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. She prefers chin rubs, I can't speak, but only when mummy does it. Yes, you guessed it, she's a real mummy's girl.
And Luna is actually on Instagram, so not only will I be tweeting out, eat that and telling me if it's any good,
I will get into it.
Well, yes, hurry up. Luna is also on Instagram at Luna_Babaluna, which is Luna Luna _Babaluna Babaluna. So she has her own Instagram account, as many people do
How
for
does
their
that
animals.
Work with paws? And...
I don't know, opposable thumbs. I think she possibly has some sort of help. Indeed, we've had.
I've got into the egg.
You've got into the egg. Excellent. Try it now. So it's interesting. There's an interesting one. Change his name to Lord of the Bins by deed poll, and then he can trade happily under his own name, says Brian and Leon C. The Bin Collector, says Jed and East Grinstead. There was an Indian-run grocery shop who apparently, according to Chris in Oxfordshire, called themselves Singsbury's. Sainsbury's had a sense of humour malfunction and forced them to change, so they changed it to Morrisings. Morrison's had a totally different approach and wished the business the best of luck. Did much better for their image. So there we are.
Indeed.
How are the Dairy Milk Dime eggs?
They're
are they nice?
Great. I'll be stealing that packet back.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to take one. I say one when I mean two.
I was going to say you've had one.
Oh, I've one already. Well, I haven't eaten it. I've just kept it until lunch, and I'll take a couple of digestives as well, and I'll have them after 1 o'clock when I'm allowed to eat. Any update on Mr. Blobby?
Quick Blobby update. As you know, the costume that did sell, then the buyer pulled out.
That's right.
Then there were other costumes that went up, but they didn't sell. Well, one of those was relisted, and this week that didn't sell either. So it would seem that Blobby merchandise has the bottom's dropped.
The bottom's fallen out of the Blobby merchandise market.
So my cunning plan of flogging all my Mr. Blobby stuff.
How much, Mr. We know because we've seen the picture of you with the mini Mr. Blobby.
You saw Mr. Blobby.
But is that it? I mean,
that's the only one. Yes.
That's the extent of your. Yeah.
I thought I'd get quite a lot, but apparently not. Nobody's interested.
John in Rugby says, "Hi Peter, good to see you, mate. Thank you, John. It's very kind. How about regarding the bin debate? How about bin there, emptied that?"
Oh, that's good.
I think that's quite a good one. I think that's quite a good one, yeah. Trash of the Titans, says Fergus.
That's genius.
I mean, that's really, I think Trash of the Titans is the winner. That's very, very good. Very, very good. Tech Up Dave, thank you very much. Thanks indeed, as always, for all your help behind the scenes as well, keeping us all on air and doing all the admin. And there is a lot of admin, especially when there's a 3-month waiting list for Cat of the Week. Thank you very much indeed to him. And I've been asked as well by people, how do you nominate your cat for Cat of the Week? Very easily, you tweet me at Peter Cardwell. Send, hopefully, 3 or 4 photographs, 4 or 5 photographs, bit of information about your cat as well. Obviously, we read out a lot of information about Luna. And if you want to tweet me, it's at Peter Cardwell. I'll send it all to Tech Up Dave. Or if you want to actually send it in as well, if you haven't got Twitter, Peter Cardwell and Tech Up Dave, Cat of the Week, Talk TV, the News Building, 1 London Bridge Street, London, SE19GF. So Cat of the Week is something that is extremely popular, and there is quite a waiting list, so you do have to be patient, but we will get through them if we can.